Well, I know you're probably expecting why is James in front of my face right now? What's up? Why is he dropping? Why is he posting? It's been so long. Did he forget about this? Did he just not care? Man, life been kicking my ass. Really been jumping me. And y'all probably thinking, damn, James, if your life is shambles right now, if you're going through so much, if things are being broken down, torn, and everything right in front of you, why make a podcast episode? And let me tell you, if you know me, for the people that do know me, this is something I am most likely to do. This is so me to the core. This is James Corey, y'all. In times of hopelessness and destruction, find a soothing spot. Find some peace of mind for 1 second in the storm. Plug in those earbuds. Yeah, your mom yelling at you. She barking at you. She's shitting on you right now. Plug in those earbuds. Plug in one ear, not two, because she gonna get mad at you if you do. That's when you really gonna be in the hot fire. We'll plug in one earbud and listen to that favorite song you like. And just close your eyes for a second. I promise you, if she talking to you and you close your eyes and you just like bow your head for a second, she not gonna mind. She gonna still yell at you. Alright? Matter of fact, she might just call you sleepy. But that's besides the point. Alright? I went on a tangent. But, hello guys. My name is James, for y'all who don't know me. And this was, James is here. And today we're going to talk about something that's very dangerous and holds a lot of people back, and what I guess has caused so many deaths, people to lose relationships, families to fall apart, things to stop working that really didn't have to be. It's a big deadly sin, 7 deadly sin right there. I think it's one of the most dangerous, if not the most. Let's talk about pride. Pride is not a bad thing to have. It's just a bad thing to have too much of. It's one thing being proud of yourself. Yes, that means you hold yourself to a standard. But you don't hold yourself to such high standards to the point where you consider everybody else lower than you. Your word to be untouchable, your actions to be unapproachable, flawless, not realizing that you affect people below you or right next to you. You don't have a care in the world because no one can tell you nothing. You're so high up, you can't hear nobody. Even when you're doing wrong, you could be doing wrong for days. You're not going to hear a thing until someone has to get up there or knock you down. Then it's like, wow, why'd you do that? I felt so right. Why you had to knock me down like that? I built myself up to that point. Yeah, man. It's true. See, I believe pride is something that people can gain through age. I realize, a lot of people who are more prideful are the older people because they think age just grants wisdom. When in reality, wisdom really comes with experience. Because in reality, there's children, people my age, that have experienced more at age 20 than someone at age 60. Or I could have gone through the same shit you went through at age, 15? What you went through age 30 with. You get what I mean? We could be dealing on the same mental basis to the point where we're equivalent in experience when it comes to that. I'm not gonna act like age doesn't play a part. It does. But there's wise fools, not even old fools. There's old, dumb people everywhere we look, especially nowadays. Our role models, a lot of them, not even role models. Why did I call them role models? They're not. They goofs. We look at the older folks that's supposed to be guiding, and I'm just like, y'all some idiots. Low key, y'all really thought y'all was smart. But I'm realizing y'all just grown babies, bro. And when you constantly tell someone that their pride is destroying or hurting or affecting you, and they just refuse to believe that they can do any wrong and what they're doing is not effective and it's only hurting you, it's like, nah, man, you're lying. They don't believe you until you actually have to go through. Oh, sorry for yawning, y'all. You actually have to go through to what you're saying. You have to start to stand on business, and that's what it's coming down to. You know what I mean? Me personally, I'm not prideful to the point where I can't say I was wrong. Now, if you can't say that you were wrong in anything, if you have that much pride, then it's a whole nother level that you gotta work on. There's nothing I can do for you. Cause I can say I'm wrong. I have no problem with admitting I'm wrong. I have no problem with letting people know that, like, you know, I don't feel like I'm better than you. I don't look at people a certain way, stereotype, judge. I don't do that. It's not fair, because you don't know necessarily, number one, what the person has gone through, and number two, you have to listen to what they're saying, and you have to be like mature enough to realize, am I being wise by not listening to this person's advice? Because people say how they truly feel out of anger. But what do they say when they're actually trying to give you wisdom? What do friends say when they're actually trying to help you out? Not many people help you out when they're angry, when they're upset, when they're feeling like disclosed or betrayed or offended, who knows? But not many people will pick you up and be like, yeah, man, this is what you're doing wrong. And for you to do that constantly and the person's still not listening, it does something to your brain chemistry. Eventually it's going to change. So I'm not gonna pretend like I don't have my problems. Like, in all honesty, here's one thing about me and pride. I'm not a prideful person. I'll tell you this one thing though. If you're right and I don't like you, I'm gonna try to make sure that you don't know that you're right. Like, I'm not gonna tell you. You're not gonna hear from me. You're gonna hear from somebody else, just not me. And when you ask me about it, I'm gonna, yeah, nah. This is not with everything. Only with certain things, certain people. It's like, I don't know. It's a habit of mine, right? And I'm just wondering. I'm really just wondering how humble people or less prideful people would really change the world. You know how many kids, grown and younger, teenagers, children, grown adults, crave for their parents to admit they're sorry once. You can't, like, to admit that they had faulty for something that happened in their life. And these parents be like, nah. They rather not talk to their kids. Some of them sit and smile in your face. Some of them will just do it more. Like, it doesn't exist for them. And that's just not ideal, man. It isn't. It's not fair either. Cause pride causes you to believe that you have it all. You have it all already, and then when you lose things off of pride, it hurts more. It hurts more. You know why? Cause it's like it popped your bubble. It broke your defenses of your mind and told you you're not untouchable, you're not impenetrable. Your word is not law. Your word is not gold. Like it hits different. And pride also runs in relationships. Not wanting to text someone else because you're too prideful of looking dumb. Or just general assumptions, General assumptions can be dangerous too. People have no pride to make corrections on what was said, and they rather stay silent. And next thing you know, issues occur when in reality there wasn't no need for it. All like it's hard because I see people destroy themselves or hurt others or do things that they really didn't have to do because they just didn't want to be the one to reach out, when in reality being the one that reaches out really changes the game. You can't be too prideful to love someone, to have fun, to let someone live. Like it's not how it works. But nonetheless, I'm sitting here talking to y'all, and I just hope that y'all have a better day. But realize that we're not perfect, nor we are intended to be perfect. We are not intended to be perfect, actually. Social media is fake. I'm gonna be honest with you. People do it to look good. The whole intentional point of Instagram is to look good for other people to see. That means you're literally putting your best, or at least a lot of your goods, out on the internet with little to no flaws. So you can't do the comparing game either. It's not cool. Because it won't make any sense. You'll never be a winner if you keep on comparing to the next man. Because there's always a bigger fish. You gotta understand. You gotta love your fish. Love your fish. That's yours. Too proud to ask for help. People falling bankrupt, losing many things, suffering, going through hell, when in reality they could have asked help. But no, they're too prideful to be looked at as a beggar, when in reality people's image of you is only of value if they can add or subtract from your life. And even then, it's still like 50-50. Okay? The fact that you're worried about people's image to the point where it just alters your decisions, like if you were gonna eat something or not, it's not right. I think it's about time that we take a halt on that. And I just want to say I'm glad to be back, obviously, yes, but I realize like I am a broken person. I am learning how to adult in this world, and this world is cold and it is not easy. But anyways, yeah. I think that's enough for me. I'll call it quits on the podcast right now. Just hopes and prayers. Keep me in your hopes and prayers right now. Again. But this was it for me. Words of wisdom. It's not pride before the fall. No, it's not pride before the fall. Cause by the time you're so engulfed with pride, you were already falling in the first place. You already fell. The hole was already there. You're already in it. When you get entangled with pride like that, that just means that like you're just now seeing that you're falling. It was a trap door under your feet. You fell for it. It was a trap. One day you're on top, and the next thing you're falling through. That's all it takes. Because all it takes is someone that doesn't care enough. Your pride is gone. Don't mind the ashy hands. I just took a shower. But anyways, I think that's it. I'll see you guys. And remember, James was here.